What is the value, what is the volume of a sphere that has a radius of 3?
All right, so this is really another, really just kind of a formula question. So I'm going to write this out. So remember, a sphere kind of looks like something like this. And it's three-dimensional, right? So this is kind of the way they're typically drawn, with like a little circles inside to give it that effect of 3 dimensions. So we have an equation for the volume of a sphere. So we just put V for volume, and then you can put a little sub-sphere in there to clarify that it's for a sphere. And that is 4/3 pi r cubed. Now you kind of notice that this is kind of similar to area of a circle. We're not going to use it, but I just kind of want you to see the relationship. Area of a circle is pi r squared, and volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. And deriving one from the other is kind of more of a calculus and above thing, but just kind of notice that they both involve the radius, and they both involve pi, right, because these are both a circular shape. So when we look at volume of a sphere, we're going to talk about I'm sorry, what was the radius again? 3?
3.
I think it was 3.
It was 3.
So we're kind of doing the same thing where we're looking for the radius, and that's really, if you notice, this is a kind of a complex looking equation, but the only variable we really care about is the radius. So what you'll notice with the sphere, because it's perfectly round like a basketball or a golf ball or something like that, the radius is the same all the way around. The difference between like that and a circle is it goes every direction, right? Totally 3 dimensions. So I could literally draw a radius of 3 from the center of the sphere to anywhere on it, really. So that would be 3, just like a circle. So when we look at volume of a sphere, we're really just plugging this in. So volume of a sphere equals 4/3 times pi times 3 cubed. Again, this kind of goes back to, do you want to punch this in the calculator or do you want to simplify it? And just remember, I say this a lot, but every time you punch something in the calculator and it's got a number like pi in it or a fraction, and you end up rounding, your number is getting less and less precise each time you round. So I'm going to show you really quick the most precise way to do it, which is just really to simplify this as far as you can go. So I'm going to rewrite this as volume equals 4/3 times, and I'm going to take out this 3 cubed, and I'm going to say it's 27 pi. And then we just simplify our fractions here. So I'll simplify this. I'll kind of add this in a different color, divided by 1. We can go through and simplify this as, look, this is a 3, and this 27 is divisible by 3. So this really kind of becomes 9, right? 27 divided by 3 is 9. And I'm left with no denominators, well, denominators of 1. So I end up with a volume of 36 pi. And again, if this were inches, I would say inches cubed. I don't know if we had the unit. But this comes up a lot in application problems, so think again about if somebody were to ask you this in real life, not math class life, how would you answer it? And again, you wouldn't say 36 pi. You would say probably, oh, not that, 36 times pi. You would say approximately 113.1. Again, just plugging that in your calculator. And if, all right, so we're going to round this to 113.1 inches cubed. And in case you're not familiar, this symbol here, it looks like an equal sign. It means approximately. So whoever's reading your answer will know that you did round somewhere.